Right the folk, welcome back to another video beer review. Today we'll be coming out of 5 Points, and it is the 5 Points Gold. Picked this one up from Waitrose. I think it was £2.50 or something in a bottle. Yeah, 5 Points. The reason why I picked this up was, one, because I was hunting around trying to find the Kernel. Apparently Kernel beers are in Waitrose and I couldn't see them. But what I did see from hunting around was that 5 Points were there. I'm like, what on earth is 5 Points doing in Waitrose? I haven't been in there for a while, so it may well have been in there for a bit of time. Two beers. They've got Gold and Best. I haven't reviewed either. I haven't had either before, but I wanted to have the Best. I wanted to try that for a long time. I must say as well, Pete had actually commented on this, Clueless Drinker or Casual Smokers Collective, did comment on the bottle size, and I was like, oh, I'm pretty sure it's 500ml, and it is 500ml, but it does look, because it's taller and more slender, it does look like it's a larger bottle. But it takes me back to Padstow Brewery, probably about 10 years ago, if not more, maybe 15 years ago, were using these bottles. I think it was this bottle, or maybe it was slightly more angular, yeah, just a nice bottle design. Also, one thing I do know about 5 Points is that they sold their canning. I can't remember who told me this. They sold their canning line before lockdown, or maybe it was just after lockdown or whatever, and decided to move to just bottles. Now, more recently, we've had this EPR tax come in, which is screwing us on bottles, for use of bottles, and screwing every brewery, in fact, for bottles, not just bottles, but any packaging format, but bottles, because of the weight of glass, you end up paying a higher rate. Now, what we've actually seen is that a lot of breweries are moving away from bottles and glass bottles and going into cans. But we've actually, because we've been a bit slow to change, and we were looking at changing, but we're kind of like only going to change a couple of products, we've actually seen a massive surge in bottle sales, because they're in bottles rather than being in cans. It's funny that, this is something that you don't really think of from the craft perspective, from the craft beer perspective. But and craft beer consumers don't quite understand this, the people I've spoken to. But it's huge across, normal people who are drinking the beers. They'll much rather drink out of a bottle than drink out of a can, and that's just the way it is. So, a 5 Points Gold, a sessionable golden ale, showcasing UK-grown Cascade and Ernest from Hukins Hops, who I've bought from in the past. Ernest is one of my favourite hops. Cascade, lovely. I haven't had too much that I've known about that being UK grown, but yeah, Ernest is a beautiful hop. 3.4% ABV. This easy drinking golden ale is brewed with Maritime barley and hopped with Cascade and Ernest, etc., for a citrus and stone fruit character. Is it bottle conditioned? I hope it's not. It doesn't look like it is. Because I hate bottle conditioned beers with a passion. So I mean, I've got two in front of me, but they're different. Nice fizz on the opening. It smells all right. That 3.4%. So it's going to be a session jobber. Just coming off the back of a 4.2, so it won't be too much of a difference. But yeah, I've been at Swindon Canberra Beer Festival this weekend. This glass is awful for pouring into. Every single beer I've had has had a huge head in it. Yeah, I've been at Swindon Beer Festival this weekend with Thursday, Friday, yesterday, Saturday, Sunday today. I've been there today as well, basically taking the bar down. We actually sold out of everything. We've never, in the time I've done it, we've never sold out of everything. By the, it was well before, it was like 2 or 3 hours before the end of the session we'd sold out and we were done. So very happy about that. Right, I smell a lovely combination of beef Wellington, and which I'm cooking in the oven, And this beer smells lovely and citrusy, earthy, kind of floral hedgerow sort of notes. Quite citrusy, kind of sharp note. We'll dive in. Cheers. Yeah, really, really clean. There's not too much maltiness on that. You know, maybe like a little bit of a caramel bready note, and then the Cascade and the Earnest giving you citrusy, kind of like black tea sort of note, hedgerow, floral, grapefruit, little bit of that. Quite zesty. I'd say it's quite similar to Target, and the kind of notes I'm getting. But yeah, very kind of orangey, herbal, earthy, little touch of hedgerow again. I'd say it's a little bit more bitter than you think it's going to be for a golden ale, and I'd say as well it is the hoppy notes of it would almost go closer to tasting more like a pale ale or an IPA sort of thing, because the hoppiness being that prevalent. Typically in a golden ale, I expect the hops to be a little bit more mellow and the malt be a little bit more, you know, of a balance. It seems to be like the malt's dropped and then the hops are definitely shining. But that could be a real, you know, I could buy quite a few bottles of that, and I might do. You know, when it comes to buying a multi-pack or a 4-pack of beers, at the minute my kind of go-to has become Double Diamond. If I want to have like a fridge pack of something that's actually quite tasty, and I haven't really gone down that line because I've got a little goal ahead of me, which is I want to get to 10k on Untappd, and I'm not far away now. I'm literally like 20 beers off it, but I wanted to do it by the end of the year, and it's going to be easily done. Yeah, so I basically can now look at fridge packs a little bit more, and, you know, enjoying beers at home that aren't some of the shit I've been drinking of late. Yeah, anyway, very interesting. Solid beer for sure. 5 points, gold. See it back for yourself. Give it a go. See what you make of it. See you next one. Cheers. You take care.